Last week, the Troy football team dropped to 4-2 on the season after falling to South Alabama. The Trojans will look to bounce back from that loss as they take on the Georgia State Panthers Saturday afternoon in Georgia State Stadium. Head coach Neil Brown says that the team will learn from the mistakes that they made last week.
I think you look at it when you have a disappointing performance, one of two things. You either completely just put it to bed, don't worry about it, or use it as a teaching tool. And there was numerous teaching tools in that football game, and we better learn from those mistakes that we made in that game and get better. And I think we're aligned to do that.
Brown also talked about how the Panthers' offense will be the toughest test all year for the Trojans' defense.
Their quarterback is Connor Manning. I think he may be our most improved player in the conference. He is really playing at a high level. The receiver Penny Hart was first team all conference as a true freshman. Had a huge game against ULM last week, and their backs are extremely versatile. They play multiple running backs, and they get the ball to them in a variety of different ways. They line them up out wide, throw them the ball out of the backfield, run them in between tackles.
Brown also mentions why the offense will need to perform at a high level against the Panthers' defense.
They're playing the run extremely well, 3 down front, and they've got maybe the best corner tandem in our conference. Those guys have played together now for 3 years. And Jerome Smith and Shandon Sullivan, I think they do as good a job of covering as any tandem in our conference.
And lastly, Brown spoke on why the special teams unit will also need to be prepared.
And special teams wise, they put Hart back there in the punt return, so we've got to be really wary of where he's at all times. He has not had an opportunity to get loose, and we want to keep it that way this week. And then they put the running back, Glenn Smith, back on kickoff returns, and he's already taken one to the house and had several big returns, and he's done that really throughout his whole career.
The game will be available to watch on ESPN3, and you can listen to it on Troy Radio Network. Sarah Drake, Troy, TrojanVision Sports.